Hello, my beautiful Cancer. This is VfromAtl, and I'm here with your weekly elemental water gang reading. Okay, thank y'all so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Your card support. Before we get started, we will never reach out to you for personal readings or donations. If you would like to book a personal reading or a donation, all the information, or give a donation, all the information is in the description box below. Keep in mind our summer sale is over, so that promo code will no longer be active. But thank you to all who participated. So let's start with your reading for today, Cancer. All right. So you have the Strength, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Temperance card. Okay. So you may have had a new burst of energy, a new burst of creative energy, and you wanted to head swiftly in that direction. But with perhaps during Leo season, this could happen, or you could have Leo on your chart. But it's something that you had to be patient with yourself while you wait for it. So it's like you have all this energy, you have this creative new project, creative idea, or a new passion to go towards someone or something. And it's like, okay, yes, that's just the first step. Now it's time to wait for exactly what you want, because there's many ships in this port that can take you to any place. So it's important for you to know what you want. And so you really have to tap into that with yourself, like being honest about what you really want out of life. Okay, so this could have been like a major moment that led to this Ace of Wands, because you decided, okay, this is the direction I want to go in. And so it's all about refining your goal, refining your manifestation, because you're always going to get, every single day there's going to be new information coming at you, and you don't want to be swayed to and fro. You want to have a solid anchor of where you are versus where you, in relation to where you're going to go. But it's like collecting data. And so, okay, you do everything you're supposed to do for this one day on your to-do list. You find out, okay, well, this works, but this doesn't. And so you're kind of fine-tuning what the best routine is, or the best approach to a certain project is. You have the Four of Pentacles with the Temperance. Okay, yeah. This goal could require you, maybe you realize, okay, I want to go in this direction, but I do need to save a little more money so I can have a little more capital to invest. Or, okay, I'm deciding to move in this direction, move into this new job, move into this new situation. I may take a smaller pay cut, or I may need to downsize where I live, or I need to downsize my spending habits, or something you're really weighing out. It's like you're balancing out to give. You're making the sacrifice in order to get something. This is past energy, so this is something that you have been working on for a while or a minute. Like I said, it was during Leo season. And shout out to the Virgos. Happy birthday to y'all. If you have Virgo on your chart, but you know we are comprised of all the zodiac signs for sure. And so you have the Temperance here. So you could have Sag in your chart, or this is like that. Just really reiterating, there was something you really wanted to go 0 to 100 with. It's like, okay, I have this spark and let's do it. And so the divine's like, okay, like I'm glad you're feeling happy with life again. I'm glad you have a zest for life again. I'm glad you're feeling creative. You don't feel blocked or stuck. That's beautiful. At the same time, you're wiser, so you're learning how to make wise, more balanced steps. You have the Hierophant here, yeah. So you could, like I said, you could be wanting to get married. So it's like this energy of, let's plan the wedding, let's do this. Okay, but it's expensive, you know, so you're kind of scaling down what you want so you can have more money for the actual life. Okay, now if you got it to ball out and spend on your wedding, go for it. But it's like this energy of like you're making, you're not moving out of a fear-based energy, but you're wiser now. Okay, so like this is you wanting to go back to school. Okay, you're like, okay, realistically my schedule's going to change. I'm going to have to really be more conscious of my time and the time that I spend. Or I'm building a business, I'm going to have to put more time into my business, less time hanging out, less time partying. You still want to balance it in so you won't get burnt out, but it's this energy of you creating something stable. Taurian energy here. Okay, yeah, this is you like learning as you go, learning as you grow. All right, Page of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Yeah, there's conflict. With change comes conflict, because there's a different standard that you're held to. When you level up, there's a learning curve with anything that you want to learn. So it's like this energy of you really understanding that, and you know, taking it one step at a time with this Page of Pentacles, making the investment. Okay, learning that you won't always be able to make people happy, you're being active while you wait on something. So that could be causing conflict in your household or something like that. You could have yes, it's kind of slowing down. You feel like it's slowing down the process. You will be victorious over it, but you can't listen to people's opinions and all of that. I feel like there may be a lot of people, perhaps you let some people in on your plan who shouldn't have known about your plan. And that's another thing. You may have been so excited that you just wanted to tell everybody, not really understanding that the dream was so new. It was so new, like a newborn. And so you had to protect it and care for it. But I'm getting, you are protected. Just continue to keep your energy cleansed. What's done is done at this point. Just learn to move in silence a little bit more. Learn to only share certain ideas only with yourself until they manifest, and other things with people who really support you. 3 of Cups. You're going to be moving toward people who support you as you progress in whatever field this is. So say like you're no longer single, and so your homegirls or your homeboys may be kind of like joking with you or kind of making you feel like the odd man out because you're not single anymore. You don't want to do the same things. Well, you're going to be meeting other couples now. You're going to be meeting other couples who are not on that single wave. And there's nothing wrong with being single. There's nothing wrong with being in a couple situation. But you do need like minds, okay? If you're not single, you're always going out with your single friends. It's a type of energy associated with that, okay? Just find your balance and just don't, temptation is around every corner. And so it's just this energy of like, just be mindful of situations you put yourself in because no one is immune to a stumbling block. And so you had an 8 of Wands here. Yeah, information is coming in quickly for you now because you have maybe done a lot of heart healing. Of you're starting to show yourself more grace, more compassion as you take on these new projects. A lot of downloads from the divine, a lot of clarity coming in. You see these ones are cutting through all of that smoke. It's like smoke and mirrors. Maybe you were confused as to which way that you wanted to go. Because your ideas may have been very unique. You may have a unique way of thinking. You could have Aquarius in your chart. I'm really just feeling that just by, you may feel kind of like ostracized by the way that you think, or the ideas and things that you want aren't really lining up with what people in your vicinity want for you or what they want for themselves. And so you're stepping out. You're taking that, you're taking a risk. You have the Tower with the Empress, the Sun, and the Ace of Cups. Look at this. Okay, so for some of y'all, some of y'all gonna find out you're pregnant. Okay, some of y'all are gonna, and it's gonna be a beautiful, joyous occasion. It's not something that you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a beautiful surprise if that's the case. Somebody's popping the question here. Somebody's getting a promotion. Somebody is leveling up with this Tower and this Empress energy. It's like fast moving, rapid movement. It's like miracle territory here with this spread right here. Okay, major arcana. Okay, Mars energy. Like I said, you have Scorpios. You can have Scorpio, or Aries, Empress. And Aries is the Emperor with the Empress. I don't see that, but oh bam, it's right here. But it's on like the back of the day. Okay, so it's something you can't see. Okay, it's something you can't really see coming here with this Emperor. Maybe you've done some healing with that inner masculine. Okay. And so now you're able to be fully healed internally, so you're going to attract that energy externally. But I love seeing the sun come out. Okay, and it always will. So maybe you've gone through a very challenging time because all of these are minor arcanas that I'm looking at in your present situation. So maybe you feel like you're doing it by yourself. It's not that you don't trust the divine. It's just that you feel like this is the part where it's on you. And that's just kind of what it is. The divine sets the tone, sets the atmosphere, and then you put in the work. And they do their part. And so because you're doing your work, boom, 8 of Wands, and then this Tower with the Empress and the Sun. You're going to be very abundant. Like the hard times are going to be behind you. This beautiful Cancer and the Ace of Cups. A beautiful gift of love that you have given yourself is going to be in turn shown to you by the divine. You're going to get clarity on it. You're going to get clarity why you had to go through what you went through. You're going to appreciate yourself a lot more. You're going to appreciate your inner child is going to be so healed. So going to be so happy. Like some of y'all are going to be accomplishing some dreams that you've always wanted as a child. You're going to be remembering certain desires that you wanted, and you're going to be looking at them in the 3D. So Judgment with a 9 of Wands, a 2 of Wands. You are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. And then you have the King of Cups. So whatever, the divine is advising you have leveled up in a major way, and you know that you are not operating on your own. So not all conflicts require your attention. Not all conversations require your response. It's like this energy of remember who you are. Because like I said, you've leveled up. So there may be some of that like chatty energy coming. Maybe a bit of conflict. Maybe a bit of gossip. Maybe there's still some wounding. You've healed a lot. But like I said, there's always, this is a life's work. You're just going to be at a place to where that like a major checkpoint to where a lot of the situations that were affecting you in the past will no longer have any effect on you, but there's always room to grow. So it's like this energy of protect your energy. I know the 9 of Wands is like wounded warrior energy, but they're saying you've had victory over the wound, so don't operate out of fear. Take your time and use your intuition. Okay, and saying no isn't a bad word. And so they're wanting you to know that and not be so hard on yourself when you have to set boundaries for yourself. And anyone trying to rush you into something at this time is not for you. You understand the benefit of moving slow, because like I said, the divine already instilled that within lessons from you. Learn how to save. You learn how to temper your energy. You learn how to hold back and pause and wait for what is right. Okay, and because of that self-love, you're now stable within your emotions. Okay, you're no longer overgiving, oversharing. You're no longer codependent in that energy of just wanting to be needy or needing someone. Okay, like you've transformed through that. So remember that. And they're just advising you to operate with more stability when it comes to your emotions. Especially since you've like bossed up, you may have a career or position that requires you to be more logical. Yeah, okay, so there could be energies trying to return, but like I said, the smoke and mirrors is done. So that's why you have to be more stable in your emotions, not to allow old energies to play on to be a romantic, platonic, or like a business situation. If you're going into a situation grounded, just know the divine is with you. Make sure you do your protective rituals before you leave, your grounding exercises before you leave your house. So make sure you're fully focused, you know, your prayer, your meditation, your yoga, journaling. Starting your day slowly to set the tone for your day. Okay, you started in a rush and then everything is just go go go. Take a little extra time to start your day slowly so that you won't mind taking decisions one step at a time. So yeah, it's like a little black speck. Sometimes I have like charcoal and stuff in my nails, so pardon me. Yeah, you got 2 kings, king of wands and a king of swords with the magician. So yeah, you do have options, and you know that now, and it's not in an arrogant way. It's just the fact that yeah, you've done the work. You're taking more action now. You could be attracting in more of a masculine energy, but I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you. Like I said, you've healed that inner masculine. So perhaps if before you were more of a Knight of Wands or a Knight of Swords, maybe you were quick to fly off at the mouth, or quick to you know, gossip, or quick to say something, or quick to be lusty. You've tempered that energy, and you know the power that you and the value that you bring to situations. And so just because someone's interested in you, or a situation wants to invest in you, you're not sure if you want to invest in it. You're vetting people the same way people vet you. And so yeah, you're manifesting in what it is that you want. Communication is key. You're leaving no stone unturned. You're not afraid to ask those questions. You're not afraid to put what you want out there in the public eye with this Gemini. And you could have Gemini in your chart. But you had a 2 of Cups with Justice. So you could be coming in contact with a Libra, or maybe even a Pisces. You also had a Hangman here. So it's like this energy of they're just really saying pause, take a step back, seeing situations from another perspective. Sometimes it's not even from like another person. Sometimes it's just like from a more like a divine perspective. But with this 2 of Cups, this is happiness and harmony. Okay, so just be mindful of the energies that are trying to return to you. You set yourself on a new course right now. Boundaries are very important, Cancer. Boundaries are very, very important. So I'm gonna pull a Shaman Oracle card. While I'm doing this, please like the video, share, subscribe, join our community here, and we would love to have you. Remember, we're over on TikTok where we go live. We have Oracle pools over there as well. We're also on Instagram and www.PharaohsTarot.com to book a personal reading. All right, so you have the Seer with the Blade. Come on now. You got the Sun twice. You got the Sun in the Oracle deck, and you have it in the Tarot with Taming the Wind. I feel like you may feel like you have a bit of imposter syndrome. It's just like, this can't be true. The Jaguar. Your intuition is on point. You are divinely protected. You're seeing what has always been there, but because your awareness has expanded, the darkness within yourself has been illuminated by your shadow work, by your self-love. You're not so easily fooled. You're not so easily tricked because you've made peace with the darkness in you, and so now you can easily see the darkness in others. Whether they're able to see it in themselves or not, you can see it. You're able to see their intentions. And so it's this energy of maybe you've been operating with the moon phases, but you're more so embracing your feminine energy. You've healed that masculine, and so you're not so much in a toxic masculine energy where I have to go, do. Yes, there's time to put in work, but there's also that toxic masculine that says you can accomplish anything just by sheer willpower, sheer gut. Like, absolutely, but you're going to sacrifice that feminine energy that's more nurturing, more loving. You're still making space for your emotions. You're just being more grounded in them and setting up boundaries around them. You need both sides of yourself. Okay, you need the magnetism of the feminine and the electricity of the masculine. You need both. And so with this Seer and the Blade, highly intuitive. You have to trust your intuition. Sometimes you see scenes play out before they actually play out. And so that's a superpower that the divine helps you to avoid certain things, to avoid certain negative towers. Okay, so if you see, you get intuitive thought or intuitive nudge, act on it with this blade. Either cut it off or heal it, so that you don't let something fester, or you don't, it's like if you interact with someone and your first thought is like, nah, this person is not who they seem. Your intuition is giving you that heads up, so don't negate it by still continuing to engage with people that that who aren't really for you. It's not about being rude. You just set boundaries. Okay, I feel like this person can't quite meet me where I am, so I'm just going to keep this conversation only to business. I'm just going to keep these interactions only to social media. I'm not giving out my personal number. It's just something like that. Taming the Wind with the Sun. Spirit is really trying to, a lot of fives here, so a lot of change. Your spirit's in a lot of change, and so you may have a lot of negative self-talk coming in, wanting to deter you, a lot of low vibrational energies wanting to deter you, and even your own, which is really ultimately what it is, your own lower nature, your own fears that are being illuminated as you make these changes. Understand that you're a phoenix that rose from the ashes, okay? And so you've been through a lot, and it wasn't to keep you down. It wasn't to punish you. It was to help you grow stronger. It was to help you ascend. And so just continue to trust in the divine. Maybe your faith in the divine has wavered a bit because of the challenges that you've gone through. You feel like you've had to dig yourself out. But rest assured, the divine was with you. They were trying to help you see. All right? You see, like this Seer, the eyes looks like it's like being blindfolded so you can see with your other senses. And so maybe it's like this energy of what was around you. You couldn't really see physically, but energetically you kept trusting that this is the right path. I can't see any change physically in my environment, but I know that intuitively I know I'm on the right path. And because you took those steps, you're going to be blessed. You're going to see it in your 3D reality now. You're going to see it. You're going to see yourself level up, and so were the people that was hating on you too. No need to like rub it in with anybody, but they gonna see it. All right. So hopefully this was helpful, Cancer. So much love and so much light to you, and many blessings on your journey. Namaste.